Magneto was right.
Enough. The MCU X-Men movie might finally have a director after a 6-year wait. Marvel has been working on the X-Men reboot since they regained the rights in 2019, and it looks like things are moving forward. While Michael Leslie was hired to write the script last year, there hasn't been much news until now. According to a report from Deadline, Marvel Studios is in early talks with Jake Shrier, director of Thunderbolts, to direct the X-Men movie. While it's unclear where things stand in the deal process, the meeting last week has reportedly made Shrier the top choice for the job. As of now, Marvel Studios and Disney haven't commented, likely because Shrier hasn't officially signed on yet. The news about Jake Shrier potentially directing the MCU X-Men movie makes sense, especially given the praise his work on Thunderbolts received. Critics loved how he handled the morally complex characters and explored mental health, which made the Phase 5 finale stand out. As Marvel Studios plans for a major X-Men chapter in the MCU, Schrier's experience could be exactly what the mutants need for their reintroduction. The report also shows that Marvel isn't rushing the search for the right director, which is a good sign since rebooting the X-Men is a big deal for Kevin Feige and his team. If the report is accurate and Shrier is turning down other jobs, it could mean he's close to signing on. But for now, we'll have to wait and see if he officially takes the role. With no release date set yet, Marvel still has time to finalize things behind the scenes. After the multiverse saga wraps up, Marvel Studios might start focusing more on mutants and the X-Men, opening up the chance to adapt some amazing storylines from the comics into live action. So far, the MCU has been slowly introducing mutants, with Kamala Khan in Ms. Marvel and Namor in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever being the only confirmed ones. But that's about to change, with more mutants expected to show up in upcoming MCU projects. While big events like Doomsday and Secret Wars are likely to bring in lots of mutants, there's a good chance the official X-Men team won't come together until Phase 7. Secret Wars could shake up the MCU in a major way, and some think Marvel Studios will start focusing more on mutants than the Avengers. This could lead to several iconic X-Men storylines from the comics being adapted for Phase 7 and beyond. One storyline that could work really well is X-Men First Class. This series, which ran between 2006 and 2008, focused on the original X-Men team's early adventures, telling standalone stories. It'd be a great way to introduce the MCU's version of the X-Men, as it could span multiple projects where Professor X gradually recruits his first team of heroes, similar to what we saw in Fox's 2011 X-Men First Class. This approach could introduce major mutants like Jean Grey, Cyclops, Angel, Iceman, Beast, and Wolverine, giving each of them a solid backstory before they come together as the X-Men, while setting up a clear modern origin for the team. Another great storyline is House of X and Powers of X, which could introduce a powerful mutant nation. These two miniseries from 2019 completely redefined mutants in Marvel Comics, showing how Professor X and Magneto created a new mutant nation on the island of Krakoa after giving up on trying to make humans accept mutants. A major twist in this story is the revelation that Moira McTaggart is a mutant, with the ability to reset the timeline every time she dies, keeping all her memories. This concept, along with Krakoa's existence, could be a fantastic way to explain why mutants haven't appeared in the MCU yet, while also delaying the formation of the X-Men for a bit. Next up is Mutant Massacre, a storyline that could force the MCU's X-Men out of hiding. In the comics, Mutant Massacre explains why mutants have stayed out of sight until now, with the X-Men remaining in the shadows. The 1986 storyline follows a villainous group, the Marauders, as they hunt down a hidden network of mutants living in the sewers of New York City. When the Marauders kill several Morlocks, the X-Men and other heroes step in to stop them. This could be a powerful, though tragic way to introduce the X-Men into the MCU, with the potential for significant character losses, just like in the comics. Next up is E is for Extinction, which could introduce the Mutants' Island Haven. This 2001 storyline in Marvel Comics starts with a brutal massacre of the mutant population on Genosha by Cassandra Nova, Professor X's dark counterpart, and a group of rogue Sentinels. It reshapes the X-Men's world and could serve as a powerful origin story for the MCU's team, especially if it's revealed that many mutants have been living peacefully on Genosha, hidden from the outside world. An attack from Cassandra Nova could be the event that brings mutants into the public eye, serving as the catalyst that finally unites the X-Men. Next is the Dark Phoenix saga, which could finally be done right in the MCU. 20th Century Fox tried twice to adapt this iconic storyline, first in X-Men The Last Stand, and later in X-Men Dark Phoenix, but neither received great reviews. If Marvel Studios takes their time to properly build up the story, it could provide an amazing foundation for a phase or saga in the MCU. The plot centers around Jean Grey being overtaken by the powerful Phoenix Force, leading her to battle her former teammates. This epic saga deserves to be done justice in live action, and it could give Marvel Studios the chance to explore a complex villain, similar to how they handled the Scarlet Witch. Moving on, we have Fatal Attractions, which could set up the perfect rivalry between Professor X and Magneto in the MCU. On the surface, the 1993 storyline might seem like a standard X-Men plot, but the Magneto-led story actually has great potential for creating a deep, ongoing rivalry between the two characters. After Magneto and his acolytes take control of the space station Avalon and threaten to wipe out humanity, the X-Men step in. In the intense final battle, Magneto rips the adamantium from Wolverine's skeleton, and Professor X wipes Magneto's memory. This story could also introduce the Shrier, one of Marvel's major extraterrestrial species, adding more depth to the cosmic side of the MCU. Next is Giant-Size X-Men, which could give Marvel Studios a great chance to assemble a new global X-Men team. The 1975 storyline shows Professor X traveling the world to recruit new members after the original team goes missing during a mission to Krakoa. That's all for today's update on the upcoming MCU X-Men movie and potential storylines. What do you think about the possible direction for the X-Men in the MCU? Which storyline are you most excited to see adapted into live action? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this and other exciting projects coming soon. We'll see you next time.